Alright everybody, hello and welcome back to what is really the JDL League, but hey, as George said, we're doing MLG again. I mean, we already got some drops out of it, so hey, why not give you guys a little something to watch. Boreal up against Leviathan. I'm SP Revolution 5, joined by Ruptur for Truesight TV. And sorry about the late start on the draft here, I had to go to the little boys' room.
Little boys? Shit.
No, they call it Ruptur. Like the bathroom.
I know, but little boys, that sounds so wrong.
It does. You perfect.
Why not big
Anyways.
boys? Or, I don't know. I mean, why are you discriminating on all people, man?
But, okay, I guess...
I'm just giving you shit.
Anyways. This is Ruptur in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna have a Leviathan picking up everyone's favorite hero. Ho ho! Ha ha!
Yeah,
okay, now Ruptur, I'm gonna put
the little dwarf that could.
I'm gonna get us an injection of fun into this cast. What do you say?
There's a chance, so that's fun.
Every time he casts shrapnel, ho ho, and you go ha ha.
Oh,
or would that be too stupid? Just out of protest of how sick we are of Sniper.
For a second, and I was like, oh, you know what? No, no. I don't know, man. All I know is like, Sniper is it's arguably the most important hero right now in Dota. It's just the fact that he's able to ensure so much hatred.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. Even though people do hate that one who got first ban here, which is the troll a little bit more, but, you know.
Well, Sniper at least, like, you have, like, a skill shot. Like, your shrapnel is technically a skill shot. It's not like a pudge hook. Amazing, but it works.
I wouldn't say a skill shot, but you need to be smart about it by not stacking around. I mean, when you see a bad Sniper player who just drops a triple shrapnel because he thinks they stack
I have not played Dota in 6 months. Triple shrapnel? Oh my god. Oh my god! We can do triple shrapnel on the tower! Wait, no.
Triple shrapnel on the tower and one on top of the other. That's yeah.
Then it's like, no, just stop, please. And then I mean, I've actually put it on the tower, but usually it's to keep the creep wave from reaching my creeps in time and whatnot. Or to see the tower.
People just keep it on the tower just to, ensure the push, and you're right-clicking the tower and just clearing out the creep wave, which is the sensible thing to do. But I mean, it's just funny because I see a guy just triple stacking shrapnel one on top of the other, like, okay, I'm just gonna blink on top of you and just beat the living crap out of you into a pulp.
But what's the weakness of Sniper? Well, he needs to be in the right position in a fight, and he's mega squishy. Well, why don't you just pull out a Batrider and pull him wherever you don't want him, or you want him to be, wherever he doesn't want to be, or a Queen of Pain to nuke him down, and then a Zeus to help nuke him down even more. Like, Boreal is saying, okay, you want to have the Sniper, that's okay. I actually don't feel like Phantom Assassin is that good against him. Like, I know she gets in his face, but the fact that 4 out of 10 times he's guaranteed to hit.
Still, I mean, if you're able to get like 3 or 4 last hits, I mean 3 or 4 right clicks, sorry, I'm just too used to farming, into the Sniper, there is a good chance that you're able to pretty much destroy him by,
that's true,
sheer numbers on that crit chance.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's just my take on that. But
now somebody in chat did mention
Slark as well.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
That works too. Anyway, let's go into the draft here a little bit more.
Somebody in chat did mention Pudge though for Leviathan here, and I actually could see it having quite a reasonable impact. First of all, Batrider, Queen of Pain, Zeus are kind of squishy. Pudge definitely not squishy. And if you can lock somebody down for Sniper, you're good to go.
Yeah, here's the problem here. The Batrider is... I mean, Pudge is one of the easiest targets for the Batrider to latch into. Because he usually roams alone as a Pudge, because, well, that's pretty much what Pudge does. So Batrider is going to have a really easy, safe lasso into the Pudge. However, the fact is, like, well, are you really want to lasso a Pudge? And that might be the main contention point. But, I mean, think about if Boreal don't want to pick up a fight. They want to just get a quick kill and just keep, snowballing out of this or farming away. Batrider is just like, okay, where's Pudge? I'm just gonna eat him up and, go my merry way,
Yeah, of course. And Slark, of course, the pickup you called for Boreal, but Centaur picked up Leviathan. This is that kind of tanky frontliner, although I don't know that Jenkins' Centaur is that amazing. Plus, Centaur has fallen off a lot recently.
I think Centaur shines a lot versus melee carries, but mostly physical-based lineups, I think.
Wait.
And Boreal is a little bit of everything, so yeah, I don't think Centaur is the ideal offlaner. I think even a Clocker would have been a decent pickup. However, considering that you're facing a Queen of Pain, maybe not so much. Yeah,
but they did ban out Clockwork, even though they're against Sniper. Well, they already had the Batrider. Okay. Yeah, never mind. Makes sense now.
Yeah, and even then, even if they didn't ban it, it would be like, yeah, it's actually a really difficult draft to pick an offlaner into if you're Leviathan, to be honest. It's like, well, you could pick a Pudge, but it's just too predictable if you're Leviathan. And what other offlaner you're able to actually contest this into? I mean,
the other problem is this is
really
like
do that much.
The Pudge would be okay, but you can't. It's hard to hook a lot of these heroes. I mean, Zeus maybe not, but Queen of Pain is pretty fast. She's got a blink. Batrider's gonna get a blink and a force. Slark
and Batrider is gonna be focusing on his soul movement as well. So he's gonna be in a prime position just to dodge away, because he's not distracted into microing something else or watching something else. Because you're a Batrider, you're pretty much focused dead on into your hero. So even then, those are the worst targets for a Pudge, because how are you gonna get a surprise factor into him? You know?
Yeah.
I mean, if there was something like a Meeple or hell a Chen, I mean, it was like hook away, man, because the guy's gonna be a stumbling into pretty much multiple things to do. But
well, that is another problem. They have the Chen, and generally, if you're gonna have a Pudge, you want to make his life as easy as possible. You don't want to have like 4 creeps running around. And last time we saw Nushim on the Chin, he was basically playing Warcraft 3. He had a whole army running around the map like crazy. So
yeah. So actually, speaking of the Pudge, what do you think about a Pudge into the Boreal side of things? Well,
I don't think they'll pick it. I just don't.
No, I don't think they will. But hypothetically, if they did, how good would it be? You know, hooking a Sniper, hooking a Rubik is rather easy. Center might be a little bit of a problem, but you know.
Oh wait, guys, we have confirmation too. It looks like, and I'm gonna try to find complete confirmation here. Okay, IceFrog did post today at 4:27 p.m., which I think was just a little bit ago. Actually, that 6.84 will come after Starladder. And let me just figure out when Starladder Land Finals are so I can start counting the days.
Well, while you do that, I'm just going to do a little bit more of analysis. They're going to pick the Sand King as well, instead of Boreal. So, probably as Queen of Pain mid, Zeus and Sand King doing, the roaming positions here, the support, and Batrider should be on the offlane. So Test is going to be on the Slark, KVH on the Queen of Pain, and PQ and Pizzadat should be roaming with Zeus and Sunken combo. Finally, Jeppins should be on the Batrider, just repeating the feat of last game as well.
It looks good from Boreal. Now, what are Leviathan going to respond with? They need a hard carry? That was not what I expected, but it actually works great. AoE damage to deal with Slark, AoE damage to deal with Sand King, AoE damage to even deal with Pop and Batrider and Zeus, but also a big hard nuke to deal with these squishy heroes who are gonna...
That goes through BKB, which I think is the most important part of this.
That can go through BKB, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me fix the overlay before we really get started, guys. And
we do have that happen again.
The date on Starladder, it ends on the 26th of April, so we've only got 10 more days at the least for 6.83. Now, I'm not saying the 27th of April they'll release the patch. If I were IceFrog, I'd be releasing the patch that night after Starladder finishes.
Play nice. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna have 10 days of war, and probably a troll that's gonna get nerfed into the ground. I wouldn't be surprised about that.
I'd love if he trolled us all and didn't nerf it. No, I wouldn't. I'm joking.
Yeah. Where was my Heroes of North account again?
Yeah, that would be me as well. I'd be like, let's go play League. No, it would be Han for sure. Anyways, Flying Zebra.
Flying Zebra, actually.
Gets spotted out. Jeppin's trying to run him down here. Pizza Dad. Got vision of Shibby. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and introduce the heroes, since it doesn't look like blood will be spilled, at least not just yet. Flying Zebra will be on your Rubik. Shibby on the Lena Sniper. Played by Shredder. Probably in the safe lane, which leaves us with Nushim on the Chin. We'll have up top Jenkins Dota on the Centaur. Just saying, no, you don't, Slark. Get away from that rune. And actually, Slark,
I don't know.
Centaur got it. But he may pay for it with his life.
Good stun.
Hey, if we can kind of find a kill in the bot lane.
And now Pizza Dad with the right click there actually is going to get the first blood, which I think is, considering the situation, I think it's the best first blood that you could ask for.
Yep.
Because Sand King does need the extra infusion of gold. Well, he doesn't need it, but it's going to be
very helpful.
Efficient one, I think.
Yeah, getting a very early Blink Dagger on Sand King could just end this game before it even begins.
Yeah. Now, on the Boreal side of things, speaking of the man with the first blood, Pizza Dad is going to be the Sand King, KVH with the Slark, which, mind you, a really good block into the center as well, with a really, I'm not going to say blind, but proper word would be like a naked pounce, even though that's so horribly wrong, but you know what I mean. Setting up that first blood pretty much by himself.
Oh, Lord.
Well, what was pretty straightforward for the rest. Now in the mid lane, we're going to have Angry Testy with the Queen of Pain, surprisingly, so he's going back into the signature role of his. Bottom lane, we're going to have with the Bat Rider, and am I missing the Zeus with PQ? Yeah, he's going to be on the top lane supporting said Slark.
Yep. And of course, the Master Revolution 5, joined by Rupture for Truesight TV, where KVH, he ain't looking too good. He's actually getting body blocked. There's a double edge, but it's just out of range. And that might have killed him off. I'm not 100% sure. I believe he was on 140 HP. And I believe it would be close, but I don't think it would have actually finished him.
No, so I think it ended up like with 20, but double edge and a right click, sure.
Possibly, but with the pounce up, neither of those were able to connect. So, meanwhile, we are going to see Shredder pretty much dominate the bot lane, 8 CS up against the Batriders 1. Just the 1. And in mid lane, we should see Shibby actually beat Angry Testy here. He'll land the stun! Testy able to blink away, though. Now, what you got to realize with Quap, with Lena, is that you're going to be able to really deal with Queen of Pain quite well. You've got extra attack range. You also have a 1200 range, not damage, nuke that is going to be able to connect. Now, you don't cast it at that range. You have to ground target it to reach that full range, but you can definitely do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward for her. That's the thing with the Lena. Laning with Lena is pretty straightforward. There is not too much rocket science going into it. Instead of a Queen of Pain, it's a little bit more, how can I say, a little bit more taxing on the execution, but at the same time, you're able to win the lane if you'll play it properly. So pretty much, it relies into Testy, try to outclass or outmaneuver Shibby on this middle lane. He could actually win the lane himself as well.
Ooh. Shredder finding Batrider on the bot lane. 2 charges of ho ho ha ha, and ho ho ha ha, you're dead.
Yeah, that's the advantage of the fact that you have sharp charges now in the middle lane. Actually, Testy stunned up, trapped down. He's gonna blink away, but that came a little bit too close for comfort. He's gonna get his bottle though, so things should be looking up for him. And the first rotation with that Chen, not nice for him.
Yeah, but not a bad creep combo to pick up at the same time.
Yeah, but as well, the fact that getting that kill the Bat Rider was pretty, well, not gonna say big, but it was quite nice for them, especially considering that the reason why Sniper safe lane has been, so shunned from the competitive in general from competitive and really high levels, and the win rate has been so abysmal, is the fact that usually you're trialing with him and pretty much limiting his experience income. However, if you're playing it safely, like Leviathan is doing right here with a 1v1 scenario and just the occasional pull and stacks here and there, I mean, this is even better than the mid lane for the sniper, to be completely honest.
Yeah, oftentimes he doesn't need the bottle, so there's no point in putting him mid if he's not going to get one, and he doesn't need the levels as badly. He'll even get more secure farm down here. So I really like to pick up at the sniper in the safe lane in this scenario. I don't like it in pubs as much, but he definitely does. But Chen in the jungle will give him more space for that, so it'll work out fine.
Yeah, my point being is that there is no support just leeching experience out of him, because pretty much it was a solo lane versus the Bad Rider here.
Also, guys, just quick insert here. We have just hit 400 viewers, so we're going to be doing not one but two giveaways. Block 2 is sponsoring our second giveaway of the night. So just wanted to let you guys know. Stick around. That'll be at the end of the game, as you were saying.
And that's why he is the only one on my channel outside of my girlfriend, so...
Yeah, Black 2 is such a bro.
Yeah.
He is, and I mean, you wouldn't really know this just interacting with him other than the Spanish, but he's Peruvian, and he's probably the best Peruvian there is out there other than, like, Smash himself. And we don't really know Smash that well, so...
But,
yeah.
I mean, depends on best of what, because if you're talking about, like, nice guys, yeah.
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 I don't mean in terms of Dota skill. No offense, Block 2, but you're not quite Smash.
There's a lot of...
Anyways.
That's all I'm saying.
PQ, getting ho-ho-ha-ha out of the lane here, as actually he will try to clean up some creeps with the arc lighting, but Zebra moving through the trees, and they'll take him down. Nicely done there.
Really smart.
The Tango, what Zebra did, in case you guys didn't quite catch it, he moved in this way, and he was waiting right here. Right here. You can't really see it, but he cut down this tree over here. My cursor isn't showing up on the stream for some reason. So, yeah.
But that's a really good move, because they don't have any vision due to these trees right here. So
yeah,
they never saw that levitate coming, and with a Chen, those kind of cheeky moves pay off a lot for them.
Speaking of the telekinesis, he'll pick up the Bat Rider, throw him back down, but I mean, Sniper is just like, okay, whatever. 44 HP, they'll leave the tower and say, go ahead, deny it. Oh, no, you can't. Ho ho, haha. Back to base with me. You got peeped, bro. You done got peeped. Frankly, I for one am sick of getting peeped, but...
I mean, I guess that there are worse things to happen, but yeah, it's quite annoying.
Meanwhile, Shibby,
in the meantime,
the mid lane, doing very well for himself. 32 last hits, keeping up with Sniper, keeping ahead of Queen of Pain. And people were saying, well, does Queen of Pain, Lina go even? And actually, there's my directed assisted camera back. I'd say Lina wins a lot of it, mainly because her nukes are stronger and they're longer range. The range is a big issue. Queen of Pain has to commit a blink to get in range for most of her spells. Lina doesn't.
Yeah, that's the thing in theory, but check actually the numbers here. 31 and 10 for Testy versus 34 and
35 and 8.
35 and 8.
They're keeping ahead in denies.
Right now it's a wash for them. It's just pretty much even Steven, but that speaks more volumes about Testy, holding down the lane and controlling it as much as possible versus Lina. And at the same time, just Shibi keeping up with him. But the thing is, Shibi does have a better kill potential versus Testy that Testy has versus Shibi, just because of the stun and the fact of the Laguna Blade, just more immediate damage. However, there is a better root control coming from Boreal until now.
Oh no, and Quap is going to walk right into him. And that's a kill. That's a dead Quap, yep. Oh my gosh.
And that's the reason I was
Shredder's still smoked.
Now.
He's still got the smoke on him. Now he'll get rid of it, but like he was able just to secure it with the headshot and help out there. Lina actually picking up the kill and getting Lina an early Yules, which is definitely what they're doing here, unless it's a...
well right now, so she's
dear.
Gonna get a solo kill into the Sand King. Yep.
At this point, if you're Lina, I'd say go for a rush Ags. Just get it. Because if you can get an Ags that quickly, even before the Yules, that means you just insta-get a lot of those heroes. Zeus, he's going to stay squishy for a while in a support role. He's not going to go Bloodstone early. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, and it's a support Zeus either way, so it's like, yeah, he's not going to get the hit points. Maybe a value cloak, but even then it's just like, well, yeah, if you have an Aghanim's, he ain't not going to give too many F's about it. But no, he's just going to actually go for that safer route and just pick up the Yules. Which I don't blame him for, because it also works better for him defensively, especially versus a Queen of Pain, because you know that this Queen of Pain is going to go for probably an Orchid. I wouldn't be surprised about it.
Orchid would be really good here for her, especially if Lena does decide to go for the Scepter, but she's not going to. She's going to go for the Yules. The smarter pickup, I will say, of course.
It's a smart pickup. There is always in Dota there is the smart thing to pick up, and
there's the fun.
There is the Revo thing to pick
up.
The
Revo thing, yes. Guys, we're winning. Let's build a level 5 Dagon. But Revo, you're playing Riki. I know, but they won't see me use it. It doesn't reveal invis. I've done it before. I've gone Dagon E-Blade Riki. It's fun. I'm telling you. It's not effective, but it's fun.
Party MMR is so on the freaking ground.
Oh, this was unranked. I don't do that kind of thing in ranked. I just build the level 1 Dagon then.
I'm saying party. That's
oh, yeah, I guess so. Sniper with the Mask of Madness, though. Picked up.
They're pushing pretty heavily on the side of Leviathan, so Newsham is keeping up with the Joneses here.
And what's amazing is Shredder isn't even sitting back and farming, and he's got amazing farm right now. Like, the fact that he's been able to push with the team and get this kind of items up in 10 minutes, that's great. Go ahead. I mean, sure, you'd like to have a bit more, but it works.
Yeah, pretty much. You want to have a little bit more, but that's when you're starting feeling greedy and, you know, try to ask a little bit more of things. Good Stampede on top. Test is gonna get the lifted, but yeah, Flying Zebra should get away here, and the Bad Rider did a bunch of nothing with that smoke.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate. He did have a lasso up, but wasn't even able to use it. He still has half the duration on the smoke, but not even near enough anybody to do anything.
Yeah, he doesn't have any targets, pretty much.
Now, Shibby gonna pick up a bounty rune, head back into the jungle. Could be upgrading his boots, but could go for the DDX play of no boots needed.
Yeah, there is the Yules already on Shibby, so he's good to go, pretty much. Let's see the Rubik with a really early earn. It's like, well, it's 11 minutes and an earn is not that expensive. Yeah, but he's a position 5, pretty much.
Yeah.
Rubik, so that's rather early, I would say.
Usually you're sitting on boots and wards at this point, but they've been able to take down all but one of the outer towers in 11 minutes. This is some TI4 shenanigans.
That's the power of the Chen, pretty much. Is the fact that you're able to chew through tier 1 towers pretty easily, as long as you have, you know, the proper support, I would say, or the proper map advantage, you know, the map control. That would be the proper word to say it. But at the same time, KVH did pick up a rather early Midas after his threats.
I wouldn't say early. It was around 10 minutes or so.
Which, I guess it's early. I mean, considering that he built up threats before that.
I'd still, like, on a Slark, I'd rather see something more aggressive, and...
Yeah, I'm just saying the timing itself. I'm not talking about the...
Still, we could see better, in my opinion, but... It'll do the job, and Slark...
I think.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. It could go either way there.
Point being is, I was about to delve into that. I'm not a fan that he picked up the Midas because they are losing a lot of towers on the back of that.
Yeah.
Because this Slark is not able to fight.
And they don't have a lot of, okay, we can defend high ground real easy. I mean, sure, Sand King can do a lot. Batrider can do a lot too. But the problem is, Batrider's like, okay, I'm going to grab somebody, I'm going to pull him back toward my team. Congratulations, you just gave the enemy high ground vision. I mean, sure, that enemy might be dead later, but they can still see the high ground, and that's the important thing there. Is that they can say, oh, there's this many heroes, this is where they are, let's go in. We can.
Yeah, and at the same time, the Sand King is, I mean, he defends high ground decently, but at the same time, he will have to commit himself in order to do so.
Yep.
Now, there goes an ulti coming from PQs. Just gonna scout out. Test is actually gonna get killed Flying Zebra in the middle lane. In the meantime, oh, the Zeus is gonna get blown up here.
Yeah.
Lucian?
You don't just scout us out and help Tessie get a kill and get away with it, buddy. Batrider even gonna fall. Hasn't even gotten a great lasso off this game that I've seen. Nice stop coming out, and Shibby, maybe a bit of miscommunication, but he will secure the kill with the lasagna blade there.
Yeah, I think that was a little bit of overkill, to be honest, but at the same time, he's a Slark, so I see why he did that. Just, well, he was sitting on like 50 HP. I think Jenkins had that. I'm pretty sure he had that on the bag. Yeah. Like, here's the Slark, here's the bag, just in bag.
He was still poking his head out of the bag, and Lena's like, I got him! I got him!
I mean, I guess that the kill gold is gonna help him a lot because he already has half of his Aghanim Scepter anyway. So that's really good, and they're actually doing a really smart move, going for the Roach immediately. Especially considering that the only way that this lineup can actually do Roach like fast enough or properly is with a full chain army. So they're capitalizing the fact that you still have Centaurs, still the Wild Kings are alive, even though they're rather low. And yeah, I mean, they're just gonna get the
but the counter engagement, and True just left the fight. Shredder, he's gonna go down. He's got the Aegis, but he's gonna come back to no one.
Pain. That's
hey guys, ho ho ha ha ha. No, won't be laughing for long there anyway. As what I love about that is that Shibby and Nushim were like, okay, I'm gonna TP out. I'm gonna send you back to base. We're gonna leave him. We're gonna leave him.
Yeah, and actually, all those 3 pickups were thanks to the Sand King. That Burrow Strike was immaculate, I would say.
I just had a random thought, though.
It could have been better just getting the 4 heroes Burrow Strike, but you're asking a little bit too much for an ArchaeaDota, man. I mean,
yeah, of course.
That's some FY level shit, you know. So
it was really good for that he got everyone that was still there, and the fact that he, I believe, got the ult off with it.
Yeah. He also got an ult on top of that, so I mean,
no, he didn't. He didn't.
Strong here.
He couldn't have got the ult off because it's just now come off cooldown, and it's 140-second cooldown, unless it went through a wormhole.
You're right. I was.
Yeah. It was a chaotic fight, guys. Give us a break.
Point being, the Burrow Strike was huge on that.
Yeah. Now, in Spanish, do you guys take Burrow Strike as like an offensive kind of thing?
No.
Because doesn't burrow mean like donkey or something?
No.
Oh. Never mind. For some reason I thought burrow meant donkey. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, but it's burrow without a W, so it's pretty like.
It's a pun, Rupture. Oh my god.
It's a really shitty pun, man.
Okay.
Really shitty
I
pun.
tried, team.
Burrow Strike. Oh my god. Oh god, no. Yeah, now I cannot
unhear it. They do pop a Zeus ult though,
oh
and nothing really happens off it. As Rupture's meanwhile face palming at my puns.
Now I feel a little bit more. I think I lost just 3 points, like
IQ points
of IQ right there.
I'm like silencer. I just take your intelligence, bro.
Seriously, man. Seriously.
Anyways, we are gonna have Sand King 900 gold up on him. I want to see him pick up some mana boots on this team simply because, well, you got a Zeus on the team who's pretty mana hungry. You got a Quap on the team who would.
And you need the movement.
Wouldn't mind it.
Bonus. I think they do have a movement bonus, right?
A little bit, yeah. It's like 5 more movement speed, but
it's like not a big of a deal. But
either that or Force Staff. Force Staff would be pretty good as well.
Bonus. Oh my god, it's just 5.
Well, I mean, most upgraded boots are just 5. Except for Tranquils and Travels, and then if you consider the active from Phase, it's more than 5, but...
Yeah. And yeah, they should sort of suck it into mana boots as well, you know, because even though it's just 5 movement speed, man, that extra 5 movement speed could be the
difference between life and death.
Critical burst strike.
Yeah. You're only 350. Shen's sitting at 355. He could run you down. You could be in danger.
Yeah. In the meantime, Testy going for the Aghanims. A little bit of a delayed Aghanims.
It still works though.
Other teams, but it's a good timing. It's a good timing.
I mean, he had a really rough start up against the Lina, and considering that Lina's picking her up about right now, and Testy is only about 400 gold away, I'll take it. Because
yeah, it's a decent timing. It's just a little bit delayed from the norm, I would say.
Yeah.
But considering the situation, yes, it's a decent timing.
Oh, meanwhile, charge coming out. Newsham trying to run, but unfortunately Slark will stop that from happening. Testy gonna completely stop it with a kill.
Good
and KVH, they're gonna get Slark. That should be a death, but actually,
wow.
Sniper only level 10. Sand King ult. That was a little awkward, but hey, he gets away.
I think he was about to
kind
initiate it, and everyone else
Never mind.
like, God, no, do not do that, and, well...
Team, it's too late. I'm sorry. I pushed the button. It is too late.
We lost him, Jim. I don't know where from which movie that came from.
I don't know either.
Yeah. Point is that we lost him. Anyway, on top lane, let's see. Jetfinsky already has his blink dagger and sitting on almost 2,400 gold. Actually, just got to 2,400 gold. Probably gonna go for a 4-step, but even then,
I'd like to see the 4-step.
He's already buying the items for it as well, or he's just gonna go for naked travels.
I mean, he's already got Tranquils, so why not get the 4-step? I'm confused, to be honest.
Could be a BKB.
I mean...
But I don't think he has a mana pool for... Well,
look at it this way. BKB's not going to do much. You got Alina who's got an axe. I mean, you pop BKB, you're a big yellow glowing target that says, here, hit me.
Yeah, that also that. And actually, the Sand King went for Tranquils. Okay. Well, maybe they're just relying on the Zeus for providing the mana coverage for the whole team, but that's a little bit ambitious.
Yeah.
And I'm not a... Well, I guess the Tranquils could help you out as a Sand King just because of the Sandstorm interaction, but... I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of that item pickup, to be honest. Even though it's the cheapest one, but... I don't know. Not feeling it. Let's see, what else is coming down the pipes? S and Y on the Sniper, so he's starting to become a bigger nuisance.
And Slark is going for the Blink into Scotty build, so skipping the SMY for himself, but going to be a lot tankier, a lot quicker, and it'll help him out because he really needs that mana pool. Sniper, you don't have to be very intelligent to play Sniper. Case in point, I've played Sniper, and I've won quite a few games at Sniper until I got sick of it because it was boring. You don't have to be very intelligent, though, so he doesn't need to go for the Scotty right away. Slark has a lot of active abilities. 3, in fact, which isn't that many, but you get the picture.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much 75% of his repertoire, so yes. The thing is with the Sniper, and I think the biggest issue that I've seen from most pro players regards the sharp build comes to clear focus, which is this thing costs 50 mana, considering it gives you high ground vision, slow, and damage over time.
Yeah, it's like Nahas was talking about the other day somewhere with me. It's like
Twitter.
The fact that it does that much, but it's only 50 mana, is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. Okay, VH diving really deep into enemy territory and forcing a lot of TPs into this
but
tower.
he'll bait.
And they're
His extra pizza dad is going to come in. They'll take out Shibby. Shibby managing to use up, does get healed, but taken down by the co-op. Nicely played by Testy there.
Nice fake back from KVH as well.
Yeah.
You saw that. He paused ahead and then just blinked the hell back. That was a good fake out there. Just, you know...
But he made sure they knew which way he went. Like, that was the most important thing. Like, if they didn't know which way he went, he wouldn't be able to fake him out that well.
Yeah, but I mean, the Centaur was... Jenkins was expecting, like, he was setting up already at the stun. Because, like, okay, the Zerk is just gonna dive me. And at the last moment, KVH is like, nope, I'm going the hell back here. I was just making some space.
Yeah.
Just to cut out that retreat. Something also worth learning from Leviathan. I love these aggressive wards. I really do. Even though they got ganked into the other side of the map, these wards are amazing.
Yeah, now, actually, there's a Sonic Wave on the... What the heck? Did they just use Sonic Wave for an Ancient stack?
Why not? You have
I mean, I guess so, but at the same time, it's like, okay,
Maybe they're worried that they might actually get, you know, cut off from the, you know, from the big stack of ancients.
Yeah, and I guess there's nobody else that can really farm it.
The Root Gaming match versus Union Gaming, they were farming the ancients, and all of a sudden Union Gaming just came out knocking and just stealing, you know, the big guys out of this. So, I mean, Test is like, you know what? We might as well speed up the process, just to be safe, just to be clear. And I mean, he's gonna get the results, and already he has the ultimate back again. So again, 40-second cooldown. Do not underestimate that.
Yeah.
Or do not underappreciate that, I would say. I mean, he's pretty much good to go. The problem is that, well, his mana pool is kind of low, but
it's fine.
I mean,
it's working.
I mean, a couple bottle saves should help him out. I'm not a fan that he's going for a BKB, but I guess at the same time he kind of needs to, just because of the Rubik and the Chen.
And the Lina stun. That's what he has to block. Like, if Lina stuns him, it's not going to be pretty.
Yeah, I guess so. Even though I think a Lincoln's wouldn't have been a bad idea for him. Instead.
Yeah, Lincoln's wouldn't be awful.
That you don't see that often anymore, but on a
it really would work in this game.
A good pickoff.
I mean, there's nothing spammable to really pop it, except for maybe this Yule's on Lina, but meanwhile, Lina maybe getting jumped on, does Yule's the Queen of Pain up in the air, KBH getting stunned now, also hit with a Dragon Slave. There, get PQ. He's dead. PQ dead. Yep.
Oh, there it is.
Ultied out, and somebody headed back to base. Actually, Creeps just headed to Chin. It's weird how I've not played much Chin, but I can still recognize all his cast animations very easily.
That actually was a really clutch ultimate from the Slark that he popped just before getting stunned up, so the Lina didn't have any target for the Laguna Blade. They're gonna pick up the Sand King here, and God, that he just got blown up. But still, a full smoke for just the support. Okay, they're gonna go for a rush, so that makes it way better as a worthy pretty much exchange.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Nusham, Flying Zebra Shredder, and company headed into the pit. They're gonna pick up an Aegis for Sniper. I'm 90% sure here, and they'll actually find an Invis rune coming out of the pit, which will be very convenient. They're not going to get caught out as easily this time around, coming out of the pit.
Laying there on Chibi.
That's pretty big.
But yeah, going back a little bit, also as well with that Bad Rider, I think a Lincoln's would have been better for both Bad Rider and Queen of Pain. I mean, there's, as you said, there is nothing that really can pop him out.
The only thing is, Lincoln's doesn't give you... Never mind, that it actually does give you just as much extra HP, so... Yeah. I was talking out of my butt there.
It doesn't give you the physical right-clicking damage as you would get with, you know, with BKB, but at the same time it's like, well, you don't really need to if you're testy. You already have a pretty decent attack damage by itself, and the Bad Rider, sure as hell, he doesn't give a crap about that, so...
Yeah.
And you also have a pretty really good mana region as well to work with. Particularly for that Queen of Pain as well. You know, because the thing is, you have an Aghanims. If you're gonna take full advantage of that Aghanims, you will be trying to spam out your ultimate as much as possible in those 40-second windows. Therefore, you're gonna burn through a lot of mana in order to pull that off. So I think the Lincolns would have been really good pick here.
Still, the BKB works for the most part. I mean, it doesn't work against Lina's ult, of course. Faking the... Oh, they don't fake it. They actually crack the Zeus ult, and this gets some vision. They know they're in their jungle. They know that Jenkins is alone. And actually, Lina blinking and getting blunked away from as Jeppin's gonna run away. But Jenkins actually stunning up Pizza Dad.
That's a pretty awkward engagement.
Yeah. Just a couple spells thrown all over. Heroes getting scratched, but not killed, of course.
Yeah. Now let's see. If I'm the Zeus, what would I be picking here? Well, I mean, probably he's gonna go for 4-staff, I would assume. But I think I don't remember how a Rotovatus plus the Stampede works. Like, if the slow is worthwhile. Oh, Testy clearing out the
good work.
Chen army. Alright, so that's another way to, you know, work your way around it. The problem is that he's going back into the base, and again, that's a problem with them in the region. They're just resetting the push again.
Yeah, he has to go out, throw his ult, and then run back to the base real quick. And it's not terribly efficient.
As well.
I think he's trying to save that to chase them out of the base, but they have to make something happen in order for them to even leave the base. Like, right now, there's no threat coming out to Leviathan. They're just like, okay, we'll push.
Bad Rider is thinking about it, but that's a really good sharpness coming from that sniper.
It's going to disable Sand King's blink most of all. And Jenkins... oh, no, Jenkins force-staffing himself away from here. Nice steal in the Burrow Strike, though. That's going to help a lot.
They did force the ultimate from the Chen, which I think it's a really good window for Boreal, but Leviathan are not going to give any of that. Yeah.
I mean, Chen's got Ags anyway, so...
oh, he does? Well...
yeah. And 1,600 in the bank.
That. Just keep going.
Chen has more farm than the Batrider or the Centaur. So...
oh, there goes the initiation.
oh, Shredder really getting beat up there, but a nice Chen ult, Zeus ult coming out as well, but Shredder pops his Aegis. Should be getting used into the air by himself, actually. And he'll go down. Shredder in a bit of trouble. Actually,
testing.
Shibby wasn't able to do it. Nice force staff away, but Jeppin's isolated now. KVH coming on in. They're trying to take down Jeppins if they can do it in time, and it looks like they will, but Jenkins gonna fall as well. That's 3 for 2 right now in favor of Leviathan, but the fight is definitely not over. Shredder on the run. He actually is gonna get sent back to base. They can kill him in time, though, and actually it's a team wipe. Triple kill for KVH. Now, as Angry Testy helps out in finishing off the sniper, and that really brings Boreal quite back into this game. A 2,500 gold swing, a 3k XP advantage off of that fight, and a whole lot of damage done, mostly in the hands of the heroes that stayed alive. And you can see here, only really Jenkins and Sniper did damage on the side of Leviathan that fight.
And you know why Testy didn't do most of the damage on that team fight, right? Because he blinked his ass out of here.
But now he has 2,900 gold, so... meta region is going to be a thing of the past, or an issue of the past
damage
soon.
Alright, damage on the team fight. On this team fight that happened, Testy blinked from here, I think it was, into here, and he just was sitting there, while KVH was following people down here, so he was kind of out of half of the fight there. Oh, top lane though, KVH, just keeping all the pressure here, and they're gonna get the creep wave on the top lane as well. And Shibi trying to make a blind initiation, not gonna work, and Test invisible as well, scouting him out. This gonna get ugly real quick for them.
Oh dear.
Shredder
in a lot of trouble. He does get whipped by that ult. Actually, force staff to the high ground. McQueen of Pain gonna be up there. They'll take him not down. He makes it back to the well just in time. Chen, everything coming out, and Rubik actually managing to seal the lasso. He gets Pizza Dad on the low ground, but he's the last one here for the moment here.
And Jeppin survives through the Laguna Blade there, so
which is crazy.
Then,
sitting on almost no HP.
Yeah. He does have Tranquil, so that's the upside for him, but...
well, Tranquil's and the Force Staff, I mean, he's got 17 HP regen a second. He's doing fine.
Yeah. He will eventually be just back as good as new, and also something worth noting, KVH sitting on almost 6,500 gold, so I guess go for an Abyssal right off the bat, you know, just the whole shebang.
I mean, maybe he's just gonna invest it in the stock market.
This is some Mushi level saving up.
You gotta have buyback, and then you gotta have another buyback on top of it. He does pick up the BKB.
Yeah.
That's fine here, though. As we've mentioned, I'd still like to see the Lincolns.
Yeah. He has BKB, and on top of that, he has half of another item as well. Even then. So...
I'm not salty. Why is chat saying I'm salty?
I don't know.
What am I salty about?
Oh, KVH just jumping into the enemy line of head on with the ultimate just to save himself.
Oh, TP away, it will do it.
God, that was close.
Yeah, that was real close. A little more burst and they would have been able to do it. And actually, Shibby did have the Laguna up, but I don't think he realized it in time. And
I don't think it was mostly about burst. It was the fact that he, for 1 second, was able to be disabled, pretty much. And Rubik had a lasso as well. So I think Zebra kind of, I don't know, he might have overestimated a little bit KVH. He was like, yeah, I don't have any target to kill him off, and then all of a sudden, oh my god, he was visible for a little glimmer, you know, a little space of time, and probably the guys at Leviathan are kind of kicking him a little bit or giving him a little bit of shit on the back of that, because like, oh my god, you could have actually just, you know, disrupted that TP, but I mean, c'est la vie, I guess, but KVH now, he's just gonna for new champion. Might be able to TP away here.
Shredder, BKBing just to run. Flying Zebra falling. Jenkins in the midst. Does pop a stun, but nothing comes of it, and he's going to get dragged back. KVH coming on in now. Sniper was coming out, didn't do anything, and actually they'll lose 2 and they won't get any out of it. Boreal really playing well in game number 3 here. And keep in mind, this is what's going to determine, do you move up or do you go down to Division 2? And Leviathan, I believe they basically won their division this past season. So with Season 6, they really want to be in the MLG Pro League. And it's quite possible they can make it, but they do have to win this game. I want to repeat, this is an elimination match. It's really important for them.
This is for the whole basket of tacos here, man.
Yep.
Oh, this is smart coming from the Chen.
Just it's the Bugatti full of tacos.
Just planting Granite Golem in the front. He ain't gonna die anytime soon. And
come on, little creeps, let's go. Yeah, I am salty about being told I was salty, because I'm not really sure why I was supposedly salty.
Stop being salty.
Oh my god.
Like, yeah, but I'm not salty. Stop being salty about being salty, damn you.
And I'm like, yes, now I am salty. Thank you, chat. Never change, Twitch chat. Never change. I'll have to play the do-do-do-do-do for him after this one.
Alright. Yeah, they kind of... We need to give him a little bit more love, considering that there's so many eyeballs, you know, showing up tonight. So
Rupture, check Skype. This is the best one I've ever seen.
Alright, what you got?
That's the best copy paste I've ever seen. That is classic. Shout out to Vladimir Putin, who actually won our giveaway the other night. Which, speaking of the giveaway, we're going to be doing a double giveaway at the end of this game, so stick around after the end of the game. The scoreboard comes up, you're like, yay, let's go check on my Bugattis. Don't run yet. You could win yet another Bugatti if a Krunka sword is worth a Bugatti to you, and whatever Blaptube has up for grabs here. Just thought I'd mention that.
A Ferrari as well.
Yeah.
Or a Porsche. Depends on what you drive.
Yeah. Could be worth a Toyota Camry. Cricket. Okay. Anyways, back into the game.
It's a little bit behind on form now that I'm paying attention a little bit.
Yeah, he's actually fallen back behind the Batrider, who, if you remember, was behind the Chin at one point, and then Leviathan took a turn for the worst, it looks like. And they actually are going to be, it looks like, picking up a Cloak. Which, now it says Cloak gives 15% spell resistance. Which, yes, this is true, but there's spells that are made up of this magical thing, or rather an unmagical thing called Pure Damage, that doesn't care about no spell resistance.
Yeah.
Jin gonna call his creeps home. Just like Bernard the dog.
Well, here's the deal. Let's see, Jenkins has a force stuff as well, so he's kind of trunked here. The fact that the Boreal all across the board, they're getting quite significant farm. Even the supports are sitting on a rather nice place. Hell, Jenkins is below the Sand King and the Zeus on the network chart, so that's quite worrying because honestly, with enough items, the line of a Boreal can scale really, really well into late game as well.
Yep.
I mean, the Sand King not as much, but the Zeus, I mean, more items, refresher, Aganims, a Hex even.
It's a more items, less problem, more money, less problems kind of scenario here.
Yeah, at least for Zeus, that is actually true. KVH, of course, being a Slark, well, I mean, there's nothing there's not too much to delve into. But at the same time, I mean, he can become pretty much a second core, well, even a second right-clicking carry with enough money in the bank. I mean, he already has most of his utility items, if not. Yeah, I mean, he could, I guess, squeeze a Scythe of Ice on top of this, and maybe just get like, hell, I don't know, a Mjolnir or a Desolator. It has. Gosh. I mean, it's one of those few heroes that actually works with this. You know, like going full disables and such, and on top of that, have a Desolator. You know, so that could work as well. Let's see. A Veil from for the Sankey would be huge on this lineup. So I mean, Boreal have a lot of room to grow, even with the huge amount of gold that they still have. I mean, there's a lot of potential that they can still tap into. On the side of Leviathan, I don't think that can translate as well.
The only hope they have right now is Shredder. I'm just gonna go ahead and say they're putting all the eggs in a Shredder basket. And
I would say Shibby instead.
Shibby does have a lot of potential.
The real anchorage for them, because he's the one who has the farm. He's the one who should be peaking right now for the whole lineup, considering the situation here.
But let's remember,
I mean, Shredder
Sniper the
is
hero
good for the high ground defense, but he doesn't have the damage.
What I'm saying is, though, Sniper is so good at holding high ground that he can sit back behind the racks and just say, okay, snipe you all day, snipe you all night, and then all of a sudden Sniper has a rapier. And you're like, holy crap, where did that come from? Why did we let Sniper get a rapier team? This is bad.
Yeah, but the thing is that team fights in general, I mean, this Sniper is not going to be such a huge factor as other games just because he's so behind on the farm. And I think that's the part where Shibby does jump in, because, again, yeah, Sniper is really good defending high ground, but when you're pushing 2 or 3 lanes at the same time, how really good is he, you know?
Yeah.
Or how good he really is.
The thing is, though, Boreal are having a bit of trouble split pushing efficiently. They don't have a lot of split push, but actually this could be the fight. They'll take down the Zeus instantly, almost. And actually, Batrider, Firefly, stolen by the Rubik. Testy, able to throw out the Sonic Wave. They take down Shibby first. But Shredder, I mean, he's still in the back lines of this fight, unharmed completely, with a 9-second BKB on top of it. KVH, well, he's going to BKB up, actually jump in on Shibby, who will use himself up, and Shredder actually just going to try to take him down. They still have not scratched the racks at this point. And KVH will go down. He's got an Aegis, but is it enough? He doesn't have an ult for 45 seconds. He can't.
Yeah, that was a
little bit of Pizza Dad? What are you doing, Pizza Dad?
He was trying to re-engage, but again, I think he thought better of it. And
you know that Simpsons gif where like the guy walks into the store, takes his hat off, sits it on there, like looks around and instantly turns back around, picks up his hat and walks out of the store?
Principal Skinner. Yeah.
I think that's it. I don't watch The Simpsons, but I know the gif. That's what Pizza Dad did there. He kind of like, okay, set up my ult, hop in the base, oh crap, nobody's here, let's leave.
Yeah. Also, something worth noting, with a push on the bottom lane, this is something really smart that Newsham did. He pushed the creep wave all the way to the tier 3 base on bottom, right? Now, put your eyes on the top lane.
Guys, I hate to break it to you, I'm going to have to minimize chat. I can't watch it without laughing.
And they're actually going to still push on the top lane as well. But that was a really, really smart movement coming from Newsham there. He just sent the Ancients to push the bottom lane and then just swing all the way up on top, take out the tier 3, and now all of a sudden, even without the line of creeps that they had, you know, with backdoor protection even, they're still, you know, challenging the enemy base.
Yeah, and
that's
actually,
a really cool cheeky move there.
Just pushing up with the creeps and saying, "Hey, get back here, kids. Back in the car. We're leaving."
It's kind of like when you have a troll or a Lycan that they start cutting through the backdoor region there. That's pretty much what happened. And then I mean you still have a Chen who has a freaking 400 hit point heal globally, and he's just sitting his fat ass into the middle into his own base, with no worries at all. So if I'm Boreal, I should be considering pushing into the top lane, like really heavily, and try to keep up Boots of Travel online already, because they cannot afford to just go fully into the aggression. Even though you're pushing 2 lanes at the same time, you cannot do that. At the same time, again, KVH popped his VKB really preemptively.
Oh dear. Yeah, all the way across the map preemptively. And that was the 9-second charge. That's big. It's not like it's the 10-second charge, but still. Now there is a smoke coming out from Leviathan here. Hold on. They're gonna look for the Sand King on the bot lane or look for mid? Roche isn't gonna be up for this, but oh no, KVH is gonna run right into him with no BKB. He'll have the ult. And there was a Sin back on the creeps, bringing them back. Oh no, KVH is dead. Now a big ult from the Quap, but again, the Chen, he just ults every time he can. It's a 400 hit point heal. Quap has a 575 hit point nuke. So basically, Quap does 175 points of damage to everyone. She basically has a big ol' it's like a 5-pronged tickler, that she gets out and she tickles all the heroes in the enemy team, and then they're like, "Did you guys feel something?" I'm not sure.
Pretty much, he's doing the half damage of a Scream of Pain, which is his 3rd skill and has 7 seconds cooldown. So, yeah, but they lost the Slark here, and KVH is wandering towards the wrong neighborhood. A little bit of a lackluster warding also.
Pizza Dad getting jumped on.
Yeah. That was ambitious. That was really ambitious. And
Angry Testy.
Do these mistakes.
Crop ult's coming out. Jenkins doesn't have enough mana for a Hand of God because he just used it, and that used up his mana, and he makes it home. Holy God. How in the chinkins? And not to mention, I really like this pickup from him. He's actually grabbed 2 Ancient Granite Columns, so yes, the Granite Aura doesn't stack. But if you have 2 of them and one of them dies...
Yeah.
I mean...
And they're already pretty hard to pretty much just take down anyway. So.
Yeah, it's 2592 health and 8 armor. And then if they've been mech'd recently, that's an extra 2 armor. Not to mention, Hand of God heals them up fully. Fully.
Jesus Christ! Now that you present it like that, they kind of need a little bit of a nerf now.
It's like almost having cheese on the creep. It's like, guys, we've almost got the creep.
Cheese.
We've got it. Oh wait, Chin ulted.
It's a walking
there we go.
Cheese with spell immunity. That's a good way to. That's a good analogy, I would say. They're just walking cheeses. Oh God. And they don't. They hit rather okay-ish, at least for pushing methods. 82 damage. Man, that's just yeah. Now that you present it like that.
VP Root, by the way, is this better balance? They're saying that we're out of balance, Rupture. So I turned my mic down because I get really loud. You know that, and you are apparently very quiet. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright. Well, a little bit late to do that, but I guess so. But yeah, how can you deal with this freaking ancients? Look at this.
Then as soon as he pops the Hand of God, it's like, okay, let's kill him again. Oh wait, they're gone. Okay. Bye-bye.
And there's nothing that you can do to disrupt that channel, if I'm correct. Towards heroes, yes, but towards creeps, I don't think so.
You can't do anything to the heroes either. You have to actually kill them.
Oh. Or, a diffusal. But that's about it.
Will diffusal work on it? Let me see.
I don't really know, man.
I don't know.
I'm just throwing options there.
That's never been something I've had to worry about in pubs, So, don't really have a solution for it.
The other option would be kind of like popping a Yules and try to use the guy before the recall happens, but I mean,
Well, you
again,
can't use the granite golems. They're spell immune.
Exactly, that's a problem. I mean,
So-
I'm just saying it's enemy heroes, and I mean versus granite golems, it's like, well, how can you even deal with them?
And they do have an Aegis now up on Slark, a cheese on Quap, Pizza Dad. I think he was looking for the cheese, you know, so he can make a cheese pizza. Okay, I tried.
Extra cheese, that's what you're
Yeah.
referring there. Now, man, this is tough for Boreal, because
I mean, it's both the teams that are having trouble, but Sniper's starting to really build into damage. He's sitting 700 and counting less and less each time from a Daedalus, also still saving for buyback. I'm not even sure he'd buy the Daedalus out at this point. And Boreal, they've built mostly utility. They said, okay, we're going to end this game by 45 minutes. And, well, 45 minutes is come and gone. And we take a look at Leviathan's base. Racks are still standing. In fact, half a Rax is gone up top. Or, I guess a quarter of a Rax, you know what I mean.
yeah, like 2/3 of our racks, pretty much. But the problem is that they don't really have, as you said before, they don't have really good high ground push as Boreal. They do have a lot of, you know, right-clicking potential into enemy heroes and such, but at the same time, I mean, let's see what Jenkins is packing. He's going for a Hex, which is quite unusual, but it's gonna get the job done for them, to be honest. I would assume.
I mean,
And on top of that, it's like, well, who are you gonna put a front line into high ground pushes if you are Boreal? I mean, I guess KVH because he has the Aegis, but we already saw how easily he can get bursted down when he doesn't have his BKB or any of his cooldowns, you know,
Yeah.
or his Dark Pack, you know, up and running.
he basically needs to have that Dart Pack to work. Because remember the last time they did that, yep, and it will be the sheep for Jenkins. The sheep to go with the shibby and the shredder. Anyways,
And the flying zebra.
the flying shebra. I guess that's only if it's a female zebra. You get it, sheep.
Boots is for
Anyway.
the Bad Rider. So, yeah, it's getting a little bit of a lull here as both teams are kind of jockeying for position here. But the problem is, like, well, Boreal are the ones who have an Aegis, so they should be forcing the issue,
Yep.
but they're not able to. Pretty
I
much,
mean-
they're
How do you break high ground against Sniper? You have to catch the Sniper out. And honestly, Shredder was... Well, he's not been dying all game. He's got 2 deaths this entire match. He doesn't have excellent farm, but he's staying alive, and that's what's important, is they're like, okay, we can't kill him. And if you can't kill the team's best high ground defender, frankly, it won't matter how much net worth you have. If you can't break
Exactly,
base, you
now
cannot
there's
win the
more-
game.
just to make a play happen, because that's the other option that you can do, is just try to force a team fight as further away from the enemy base as possible, which sadly, well, Leviathan got a read into it, so they're not gonna fall for this. But
And then the Zeus ult just like, okay, where are they?
yeah, they could still get Jenkins, but he's way too far away, so he's just too far off. They're not able to, you know, catch him. They don't have any chance to catch him up, like, on a bad position. He's even TPing back into base, so they're gonna try to deward, try to kill this again, the ancients, but again, I mean, it's like, well, if as long as Newsham is on top of his pretty much his Warcraft control here,
And they're like, guys, we found it. We found
they're
the
not gonna
army.
die.
We found the army. Oh wait, there's a mothership. What? They're going back to the base?
Yeah, they're just doing recalling. Welcome to playing Protoss.
Yeah.
Oh god. Yeah,
Ripping Pepperino's StarCraft 2. And actually, Jenkins in a bit of trouble. Remember, he does have a sheep stick here. And yeah,
And he's gonna use it.
he likes that quap bacon.
Jenkins.
Oh, Nushin will come up.
Tessie a little bit too forward.
Now
gonna
he's the
dodge here,
cheap.
not BKB.
But Angry Tessie doesn't have an ult. And they're going to have to back off of this, and I'm not even sure they can. Jenkins is going to be forced to pop his VKB. Jenkins is coming forward. They pop a cheese as well. They just use cheese?
Space created, though.
BKB's, yeah.
KVH is going for top. No, there.
I mean, Sniper's here. Sniper's here. He's got it.
Sniper's there. Scrap that.
And rip Aegis.
Again.
There goes the Aegis, though. The Aegis just went down. I sure hope KVH realizes it. Flying Zebra will go down.
Flying Zebra, though.
Okay. He's got buyback. I mean, like, you can say, okay, Slark can take it late game. But against Sniper, can he really? You have to basically blink and pounce to get over to the Sniper who's hitting your allies. By that time, Sniper, with his 522 movement speed, not quite, but almost. He doesn't have phase boots, but he does have power treads to tank up a bit. And the fact that he will very soon have a Daedalus. Either A, will have run away from where you're blinking and pouncing to, or B, have killed your whole team and you'll be standing there like, guys,
yeah.
What?
I think the problem is not the fact that the Slark can take or not the Sniper. I think he can. The problem is where. That's the main issue. That's the main factor. It's like, yeah, I mean, if I can get my hands onto this Sniper, I'm probably gonna beat his ass into a pulp because of the, you know, essence shift and pretty much the raw amount of sheer damage I can put up onto him.
But right now you're looking at fighting him under tier 4s.
So, I need to dive under tier 4s,
yeah.
pretty much.
And
that's the problem.
You're not going to live through that unless you have Dark Pact. Chances are, if you haven't used your Dark Pact and your Shatter Dance, I meant Shatter Dance, not Dark Pact.
There is no way you get into that position.
They probably Laguna Bladed and killed you.
Pact.
Yeah. And so, it's sort of a tough thing. Now, here's the other side of the coin here. Leviathan need to be able to push. Eventually. I mean, we've covered this already. In case you don't know, this game is called Defense of the Ancients. This, children, is an ancient. Right here. You gotta get to that and kill it, otherwise you lose the game. Or, rather, you don't win the game. If yours falls
that
first...
sounds a little bit condescending, but...
Dota 101, you got it, right? So, Shredder can't just walk up to that and say, well, I have items now, I will kill Ancient. If he does that, they Batrider lasso him, Slark jumps him, Sand King comes in, ults, Zeus ults, Quap ults, and he's dead.
Yeah, so it comes down to pretty much one word and one word only, positioning.
I'm going to go ahead and say, though, Ruptur, I think we're in for a bit of a long one here.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
55 minutes in and you think we're in for a long one. No shit, Sherlock.
Angry Tessie, well, BKB and him running. We'll get mini stunned by Sniper ult, but it doesn't do much. Jenkins, oink oink.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a standstill, that's what you're trying to say.
Yeah, we're at 20k net worth advantage for Boreal, 25k XP advantage, but I want to go ahead and iron out. As good a high ground defender as Sniper, and even Lena, with her good range on her spells, like we were talking about since the early game, as good a high ground defender as they are, I don't think if Boreal end up losing this, we can say, oh, Boreal threw real hard.
Unless they do.
I mean, if they sell all their items and run into the base, then sure, but I think
was thinking about more execution and getting cut off position, but...
Yeah, I still think that Leviathan has the better team in the extreme late stage of the game, simply because they have the defensive potential. Sniper now has that Daedalus, and still is holding on to his buyback. You also have a Centaur charge, which is possibly the biggest thing keeping them in this game, because Boreal wants to blink forward their Batrider, grab the Sniper, get him out of the base. Okay. Well, if they Centaur charge, and we get away, then who cares? Now, there is a Refresher up on Zeus, and a Hex up on the Bat. We're going to see them have a lot more lockdown now. And Zeus is going to have a lot more damage, but is it enough damage? Well, I'm not so sure.
Here's the deal. Okay, no, never mind. They're going to actually smoke us 5, so they're going to try to take the initiative themselves. Oh, I think Pizza that could be a little bit of trouble here, even though he has an invisibility ring. So no, he's got a TP. Actually nice.
He might be just looking to rat it out some though. I don't think he realizes how far back Leviathan are. If they did just Zeus ult, okay, before this smoke. So Slark actually picking up the Refresher, and this is what we've been seeing as the late game item on Slark. Particularly, I don't particularly like it, but in this scenario, where he's talked about how much he needs that Dark Pact, and well, he knows it.
And the ultimate.
Yeah.
Such.
And the Abyssal, for that matter. Even I mean, he could even blink, refresh, blink. And if that kills Sniper, then hey, we got a game.
here's the thing that it's just bouncing around on my head here. Actually, Flying Zebra. Yeah, he's gonna get out of here.
Yeah.
Is there any reason for Leviathan to actually push until his sniper is 6 slotted?
No.
There is not really a good reason for it.
Because here's the other thing.
Could be just sitting, pushing lanes all game. I mean, all day long. You know, they could be sitting for like 30 more minutes, just pushing lanes. Oh, Jenkins is actually gonna get picked up here.
Yeah. He's indeed dead, but he does have buyback. He's still got his ult up. He didn't panic ult, so they still have that to bail out Sniper. Even if Jenkins just buys back and presses R to save Sniper's life, I'd say that's definitely worth the buyback. The other thing is, those of you who are saying, well, Slark out carries Sniper. Slark's 6 slotted, and has been for quite a while. Even before the refresher came out, I believe he was 6 slotted. He sold something for that. Maybe the Midas.
I mean, KVH is 6 slotted, but the thing here is for Shredder, the event is like, okay, you're 6 slotted. What do you have? Okay, you have Refresher, you have Abyssal, you have BKB, and Ascari. Alright, let me build items to counter that. Maybe like a Butterfly, for example, would be an idea for the Sniper right now, just to counter pick his item choices, for example. Even though Slark could hypothetically go for an MKB, but you know, that's another 7th item for the Slark, so that's more gold that he needs to actually farm up here. At the same time, you know, Shredder is like, well, I mean, I'm just gonna be sitting here on my base, just farming all the creep waves you're pushing into us, and we're eating minimal structural damage. However, with this double catapult wave...
Did you see how desperate that was? Angry Testy popped the ult just to clear creeps. Just like, okay, we've got double catapults, we have to do some damage here.
It's doing some damage.
It does some damage, but it's not enough. And that's the problem. Like, okay, so we lost the tower. Sniper does more damage than the tower. Sniper's fine with sitting in the base. In fact, I would almost 100% say your build now from Shredder is probably something along the lines of Boots of Travel, Rapier.
I would go with a Desolator before that, but yeah.
Not with the Mask of Madness, but yeah, I see where you're going. Thing is, if he sells the Mask of Madness, then he doesn't... Oh dear, there goes Angry Testy.
They will pop Alpha Zeus his bottom tower, though.
The thing is, though, like, Zeus is still sitting on the Refresher. Actually, we'll have a blink in now, but Sniper's still on the back lines. The Quad Bolt whiffs. They do take the tower, but... Meanwhile,
they take any...
Oh, Rupture up top. We have a problem. Home is in trouble, boys, and the first racks to go down will indeed be Boreals, and Shin's just like, oh, you want to kill my army? We have evacuated. And if the US had that kind of evacuation power in Afghanistan, the war would have been long over. Let's just go ahead and say it here. Sorry to get political. Okay, I can take that. You guys are talking about
61-minute game, so I think you have a little bit of a reading into this, but
we're running out of material, you know.
Yeah.
Scraping the bottom of the barrel, like with the Burrow strike.
We're burning the midnight oil. That's all I'm gonna say. You know.
Like, why was the Spanish farmer mad at Sand King? Because he used Burrow strike. Killed off his donkey. Okay. Yeah. Anyways.
God. I swear to God, man.
Anyways. Rupture, you know you love me.
This is interesting.
Here, wait, I've got it.
What is that about?
Perfect, Rupture. See?
Pure Kappa face, man. That's just.
All they need to do is arrange the heroes in a smiley face. Yeah, Tessie is getting very reckless. He even Sonic Waves the Ancients, and Shin still has the ult.
Well, I mean, not reckless, relentless, sorry, but yeah, they're starting to, you know, go a little bit,
Meanwhile, Slark comes in. He actually has the BKB. Oh. Nope, not gonna happen. Zeus ult comes out.
Oh, Shredder?
It's fine.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was watching his health bar. I didn't see him, but I'm assuming Batrider was about to jump on him and try to lasso. Now, if he had caught out Shredder there, that would have been pretty bad. But keep in mind, Shredder still has a buyback, still has 2,100 gold in the bank. He's fine.
Yeah.
Like,
he got you, man.
I mean, sure, he's underfarmed and a little bit underleveled, but the fact that he's underleveled means he loses less gold on death, and therefore his buyback cost is kind of cheaper in a way.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think if he goes for like a Desolator, Boots of Travel, sells that monkey, the Mask of Madness, sorry, and maybe even get an Assault Cuirass, which is very odd item choice for a sniper, but I think it gets the job done. He could actually just TP into a Chen Creep on top and just lay waste, while the rest of his lineup is just defending high ground. Or as a response of a successful defense, you can, I mean, either one of those works.
Yeah.
So,
Meanwhile, bring the boys back home, Chin. Take them to the bot lane now.
yeah, there is more Corpo Pasterino.
Oh, did you just see that one? That was from a
Yeah.
while back. That was when I had to close the chat, because Plague got in here and helped him out, and, well, chat went full copy-paste it for a few minutes, but...
Oh, God. Yeah, we're just going full Panther here, so I don't know. It's like, why these people are just being so, you know, so off-topic and such. It's like, well, I mean, there's not that much to just delve into anymore. It's like, Shredder is just gonna try to turtle up, build his 6 slots as
it's either
soon
gonna
as
be...
possible.
Okay, he's got a Demon Edge. Is it Rapier, or is it MKB?
Sensible thing would be an MKB.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, they don't
It's
have
not
evasion.
fun, guys. We want to rape you, man. You know, that's pretty much what the viewers are asking right now. But I mean, you cannot underestimate also the how strong Boreal lineup is just to blow him up. You know, I mean, hell,
Yeah.
instead of a Mask of Madness, he could even go for a Satanic, and I wouldn't blame him for it.
I would kind of like to see that, but he needs a Hyperstone first, because if Sniper has no attack speed, he's useless. He needs the extra damage that's going to proc off of Headshot, and to guarantee that some of that extra damage is going to come through, it's attack speed. Basically, the way Sniper works is his damage actually scales even better than usual with attack speed, because not only are you getting just extra hits, and you've got extra chance to proc your Headshot. Not that you need it because it's 40%, but still.
Oh my god, they can't even pop the Stampede just for the Ancients. Are you serious?
Wait, did the Ancients get it too?
Yes, they do.
Oh my god, that is... Ice Frog, please.
Yeah, this is starting to get really into bullshit territory, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I didn't know that, but...
So how can these Ancients escape? Number one, they can heal up with Hand of God. Number two, Chin can just call them back home. Number three, they're tanky as can be. And number four, you can pop a Stampede. I mean, pretty soon you get, like, E-Blade for the Granite Golem, even though that totally wouldn't work because they're magic immune. But...
You know what's the cherry on top of this? Shredder, Newsham just figured out, you know what would be a really good ancient to push out? A freaking Black Dragon. Because of the...
I mean, he got it, too.
And all of that. Yeah, he just got one.
I mean...
Which is gonna make this ridiculous. How ridiculous is... Do you remember the first time that Aghanim's Chen got into a competitive game?
I don't remember the first game, but
you.
I remember when it was in the patch notes, and I was like, holy crap, this is...
Yeah, but
stupid
on
good.
competitive setting. It was on the OK Cup, which I was casting with Dragondrop.
Oh, yeah. That, the Southeast Asian Cup, like, near New Year's, right? Oh, meanwhile, timeout. We got it. Oh, PQ getting hexed up. Jenkins coming in. They do take down the Rubik.
Blown up, though.
Double ult coming out. The big thing is, Newsham's TPing back. Shredder on the run, but Quap coming in, and Shredder's just like, oh, no, you don't. Oh, no, you don't.
He will. With a BKB, he will. Oh, but he does have a Scotty, so...
Wait.
He may be able to cut the distance.
Here comes the army from Chin. Chin Force 1 incoming in Sniper. It's a Rapier. It's a Rapier, boys. Buckle up, because now the game is on. And it's going to come at the perfect time. He won't have buyback, but they are going all in.
I guess that they're just already fed up with the match. It's like, let's just Fucking go. Just go. This reminds me of what game was it that we were? I don't know if we were casting this, but it was the double rapier Medusa. I don't know if we were casting that match or we weren't.
Possibly.
Yeah.
I've played a lot of those games in pubs because
No, it was a tournament.
Yeah, but they all blur together after a while for me because you know me. I'm never giving up on the game. The game is never over unless the ancient is dead and everyone's disconnected.
Oh, there goes the smoke here.
Now, they will get a lot of damage. Shredder in the middle. He's got a ton of damage. Like, look at the Batrider. He just melts here. But he actually gets Abyssal, Hexed, Abyssal again, forced after away. He doesn't have buyback, and this could be it. This could be it. The Rapier, it's on the ground. What's its fate? Who's it going to? It's going to somebody on Boreal, as 3 are dead. And Slark, well, he's got his 6th slot filled up now. And not to mention enough gold to buy 2 more Rapiers.
And he has Boots of Travel, so if any of these 3 lanes of creeps are pushing into something, KVH is just gonna, well, bulldoze over anything on the freaking enemy base. There is a buyback onto the sniper, right? Sure, it does have. Nope, he doesn't. Oh god.
Yeah, he bought out with the Rapier. He had to, because they were pushing in the bot lane. He made a decision, and it's not over yet. Because keep in mind, Slark was having a hard time hitting Sniper, and then that was when he had a Blink Dagger. Now he doesn't have a Blink Dagger, but he has a Rapier. But if you can't hit anything with that Rapier, who cares?
Well, you're saying that, but you're saying that he had a hard time hitting the sniper. Well, what about if I hit someone else?
Yeah, if everyone else is dead, who needs it? Now, they do still have a top racks. They've got a glyph as well, and I think they need to use it.
Now.
Okay, now.
Okay, they're gonna burn the less. No.
Okay, glyph for the ancient.
They're just gonna go for. Okay.
I mean.
Okay.
Mega creeps are up. There's a Rapier on KVH.
It is Blitzkrieg time, man. It's just Suicide March on the middle lane, I guess, or just a pretty desperate defense.
Now, keep in mind, these Chin creeps... Wow, actually, the Chin creeps got down to 400 HP, pushing out against the creeps here, which aren't even Megas yet. Those were just regular old creeps. Some of them were super, it looks like, but... Oh, no. Oh, no. Leviathan. This is gonna hurt.
Roshi? Yeah.
Now, did they give Slark the Aegis and put the refresher on the courier? But
yes.
I mean, keep in mind the refresher is off cooldown in 60 seconds.
Doesn't matter. You have a Rapier.
Okay, Lena has...
Or
not. Okay.
Maybe they are valuing that Rapier into... I mean, they're valuing that refresher orb.
I am scared for both these teams right now. I still think Boreal is going to come out of this one now that they have the Rapier, but at the same time, ho ho ha ha. I mean, the funny thing is everybody's like 322, GG, 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 game is over. I'm sitting here like, nope, it's 2 minutes later. Game is not entirely over.
This could turn into his head really easily.
I mean, they just have to kill Slark.
This is Megas though, so you do need to,
it's tough.
You know, give him a huge chance into Boreal. I mean, they have a freaking...
Okay, KVH getting hexed.
And Megas.
He's hexed once. He's stunned up. He's actually dropping the Rapiers on the ground. Shredder got it. He's being dragged back right now, but he actually has buyback available. The Rapier's on the ground again now, and everyone is dying. Buyback, Shredder. Buyback. You've got to try it. Who has the Rapier? Slark has the Rapier. He got back into the fight with the Boots of Travel. Pizza Dad going down. There's a refresher from the Luna. Flying Zebra. He gets bursted. KVH.
The swarm, dude.
But actually, the creeps are into the fountain now. Now this is a problem. KVH is in the fountain. Oh dear, Shredder.
Oh god.
Shredder got shredded.
Oh, shredded.
And in the last moments of this game, all we can really say is Shredder got shredded. It looked like they had it there for a second, but... What a fucking game, man.
That was...
And you know that I'm not one to use any foul language on stream, but what a fucking game. Jeez, we do not have room. Guys, thank you guys so much for coming out. I do want to issue a quick apology. That joke about the pulling out of Afghanistan was in bad taste, and I'm sorry about that. Please forgive me, chat. On the bright side, we did promise you guys a double giveaway, and we have almost 700 viewers right now. So, if you're willing to stick around, you could be in the market for one very nice Kunkka item. We'll be doing that in just a few minutes. You do have to be following the channel. You have to be present in chat to win. And if you think you're going to win, go ahead and get your trade offer link ready to send, because that's how we'll send you the item. And, yeah. So, this is me, AsperRevolution5, and Rupture, at Rupture with a 3 instead of an E. You can find us on Twitter under those. Facebook, it's RuptureDota, AsperRevolution5 Dota, and Truesight TV pretty much everywhere. If you're just tuning in and you're like, whoa, what a series, can we go back and watch games 1 and 2? Well, you can. We got a YouTube page. Just look for Truesight TV or type !YouTube into the chat. Rupture, into the last moments of the game here. Any last thoughts?
Well, that took 10 or 15 minutes more than it should. But, I mean, I'm actually pretty pleased and, you know, with a really happily surprised that actually Testy and the boys were able to pull through on the side of Boreal. So, I mean, looking forward to them onto the MLG Pro League Dota thingy-majig stuff with Toby and such. So,
I mean, we may not make it there, though. We've still got a few more matches to go for that. So.
Oh, really? I thought it was just the...
This is not the final.
Oh, okay. So, never mind. But still, they put up a really good result, though. I mean, taking down Leviathan, which is one of the most consistent teams, at least in the past few months, on the NA side of playings, pretty much, speaks volumes. So, with that, man, I'm actually pleasantly pleased with Tessie and the boys.
Yep. Okay. Well, that'll be it for us, guys. Make sure you check out Truesight TV pretty much everywhere. And we'll be out. The giveaways are coming up in just a second. So.